All right, what else do you got? What's another interesting industry vertical?
Well, sport. We're in the really premature days, and I think this is the one which has me the most excited. Being a sports fan, so NBA Top Shot, they're arguably the biggest by volume next to Axie Infinity in terms of daily trade. And if you want to learn about NFTs, Top Shot is a good place to start because that is an easy process. You can jump in there, you can plug your credit card details in, and you can buy a packet of cards for $10. And the user experience of unlocking those shots is really engaging. And so it triggered me to buy 5 or 6 packets, but luckily I kind of stopped then. But the way the NBA Top Shot works is you have about 20,000 of the same moment released. So you might get a LeBron James layup, which is one of 20,000 of those LeBron James layups. You'll have exactly the same one. But outside of that, there isn't really much gamification around it. So you're trading these slam dunks with each other, and there's a live marketplace, but there are still some issues in the back end in terms of liquidating those assets into cash. And there's a platform that's come along now called SoRare. So SoRare is a French startup. Again, it's raised a heap of capital, and they've tied up the biggest football teams in the world onto their platform. So I think Manchester United, Liverpool, Barcelona, all the big European clubs, they're expanding into North America, into Asia, into Australia. So they'll be tying up all of the major football leagues in the world. And the way this works is that you'll go and you'll open a packet of cards like NBA Top Shots, but you might get the Lionel Messi card, and you might get the Ronaldo card. There are rarity values and rarity tiers, the same as NBA Top Shot. So if it's a common card, it's worth less, and you can buy a super rare Lionel Messi card. So the uniqueness about the SoRare platform is that these cards are tied to a fantasy football team. So you pick your field of players, you buy the cards, you buy the players you want for your team. The value of those cards, which is an NFT, is tied to the performance of that player in the real world. So if Lionel Messi twists his ankle and is out for 10 games, then the value of your card's going to go down. If you pick up a rookie who's 18 years old and he ends up getting a start every game and kicking, 1 to 2 goals, every game, then the price of that NFT card is going to go through the roof, and you can then trade that and then improve your fantasy football team. So this creates a really, really fascinating use case, and I'm sure organisations, like the NBA and like the National Hockey League, and in Australia the AFL, looking at this closely in terms of how can we use this as an opportunity to amplify our revenue and look at new revenue streams and engage with a new audience, and particularly in industries where they might be overly reliant on revenue from sponsors. In a lot of cases, these are sponsors who are gambling organizations or alcohol organizations. Amplifying the revenue they get through NFTs is kind of a triple bottom line.
Yeah.
So it's a healthy way for them to acquire new viewers in a healthier way.